he was 104 points ahead of Max after Zandvoort, and the fact that Max is now even 11 points with Oscar is incredible. So I understand to some extent why he says other people's failures, but to say, "Oh, I would have won a championship a long time ago," nah, you cannot be like so assured and guaranteed of that because first of all, like if Max is gonna drive for McLaren, it's gonna be different driving style, it's gonna be different engines, different characteristics of the car, different this, different everything different. Like I said, we saw it with Hamilton at Ferrari, we saw it Vettel with at
Ferrari as
Ferrari
well.
as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe Verstappen is a guy that is very good in adapting, but like to be 100% sure, to be 100% thinking, oh, 100%. If I had this car from start of the season, I would have won the champion. No, this does not make sense at all. So yeah, that's my whole opinion on
No,
what he said.
I think Max Verstappen has never had a good teammate beside him. Let's let, let- let's put him let's examine all of Max Verstappen's teammates in 2014 when he was at 2013. I'm not unsure. Toro Rossi, he had Danny Kvyat beside him. In 2015 to 2017, when he got promoted to Red Bull, he had Daniel Ricciardo. He is only his only rival, and you see how bad Red Bull treated Daniel Ricciardo and how good they treated
Sorry
Max.
to interrupt you, but he had Carlos Sainz at Toro Rosso,
Oh
not
yeah,
Daniel
yeah,
Kvyat.
I had Carlos Sainz. I'm sorry. I keep getting mixed up. I think I don't remember. Danny Kvyat was I think he was at Red Bull actually. I'm unsure. But
Mhm.
uh, but to say that you're gonna win the championship 5 races ago or 6 races ago, never had a good teammate. You've had Carlos Sainz. He's a good driver, but he just had joined Formula One and he wasn't. He was still new. You've had Daniel Criot, Daniel Ricciardo, your only good teammate, and we've seen how you've cheated in him and how you've raced him. A big example would be Baku 2017 when you straight up crashed into him. Then after that you've had Alex Albon in I think in 2018. Yeah, Alex Albon as a teammate. He wasn't good at the start. He just joined Formula One. He wasn't the best he wasn't the best. You've absolutely destroyed him mentally as well. And then the Red Bull decided to kick him. Then you've had Sergio Perez, and he wasn't that good. He was actually fighting you as well a little bit at the start. Like you've never had a genuine good teammate, like for example, high tier level driver that you've ever faced. I you can't say that you're gonna win the championship 5 races ago when you've never had a decent teammate or a teammate fighting with you for the championship. And I say this again. Another, I said it already, but a big example of an actual two good drivers with the best car was Mercedes 2016 when Rosberg was fighting Hamilton for the championship and ended up winning. That's a big example of two good drivers two good drivers fighting for the championship, and it didn't go down just Hamilton did not win. At that time was one of the best drivers. He had already won like two championships, so he was actually highly rated. He went against Rosberg
Mhm.
and he pushed him they pushed each other until Abu Dhabi. So the statement is factually incorrect. Yes, there's been failures from McLaren, but your statement is factually incorrect. You can't say, "Oh yeah, I would have if I was in the McLaren, I would have won the championship 5 races ago." That doesn't make sense. It's factually incorrect. If you had Oscar Piastri beside you and Oscar Piastri's form at the start of the season, no way you would have won the championship at the start. No way. No way. Like, there's no
Mhm.
way. I don't care what he says. Sometimes Max's statements are just incorrect. They're factually incorrect.
Yeah, but that is part of the the champions. They have ego, and there's the good side you like them, and there's the dark side you do not like them. But and this is the side that we see Max Verstappen when yes, he might be laughing and saying, "Ha ha ha, still in the championship fight," ha. But at the same time, like, be careful what you say because if you could be in a similar situation in the future. If you go to Mercedes, you could be in a similar situation.
Yeah, not only that, from what we've been told or the leaks, Red Bull are expected not to have the best car or one of the top cars next season.
Yeah,
So
everybody knows.
hunker down your ego before you come next season. Before Red Bull bring out one of the shittiest cars or go down into the midfield. Hunker down your ego before you show up with a shitty car that's undrivable and that's really slow. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it, Max.
Hmm. Anyway, moving on to the predictions. I'm gonna do predictions, not you.
Yeah.
uh, so my predictions. I'm actually going for the sprint pole from a surprise one. Actually, I'm actually going for George Russell. I think he's gonna get sprint pole,
Mm-hmm.
and then the sprint top three. I think Russell will win the sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Second position, I'm going for Max Verstappen.
Mm-hmm.
Third position, I'm going for Lando Norris,
Mm-hmm.
and then qualifying pole. I'm going for Max Verstappen. And then the top three for the race. I'm actually I went for Verstappen to win the race, but I don't know. I might actually go for Oscar Piastri, but it's difficult because Oscar is usually good in Qatar, but at the same time he's not in a good form.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, you know what? No, I'm actually going for Verstappen. I'm going for Verstappen to win the race. Second position, I'm going for Lando Norris, and third position, I'm going for Kimi Antonelli. I think Kimi Antonelli will get
If
another podium.
if
So.
Lando gets P2 and Max wins, he still wins the championship, correct?
No, it's to go to Abu Dhabi, but I think the difference in points would be like 17-16. So Lando should still win in Abu Dhabi
No, no.
unless
I think Max will. You know what? I think Lando will win the championship in Qatar. I don't think he'll go down to Abu Dhabi. I wanna predict. Look, I'll predict. I think I'm just
really,
gonna predict for the sprint.
really.
Yeah, I'll just predict for the sprint. I think Lando's gonna win the sprint, and that's about it. That's all I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna say the sprint race winner is gonna be Lando. So yeah, that's about it. And I still think Lando is gonna win the championship this time. If he says that the car is gonna be faster, then yeah, I think it might be. I trust Lando. I don't think that's his ego. I don't think Lando has an ego.
No, 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 no. He doesn't ego caught up. When he says, he's always honest in interviews. Like for example, in Las Vegas, he said that he effed it up. So he's always honest. So I don't think he has an ego at all. But But do you really think Lando's gonna win the championship in Qatar, considering and knowing Formula One love the drama and they want the title fight to be Abu Dhabi? Because let's be honest, Formula One love drama. Do you really think they're gonna allow the championship to be decided in Qatar? Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
I think they want to avoid controversy. If they want to avoid controversy, they shouldn't like they shouldn't try to interfere with the championship at all. And if Lando wins it in Qatar or has a chance to win it in Qatar, give it to Lando. Do not try to fabricate this championship. You do not want the same thing that has happened in 2021 happening right now. If something like what happened in 2021, Formula 1 was not that popular during at that time in 2021 as it is now. If that happens in if the same thing happens in 20 this year or this season, it's gonna be a big problem, a big PR disaster for Formula One. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I think they shouldn't. I know Formula One like to fabricate championships or try to intervene,
Mhm.
but uh, uh, but I think it's gonna. He still has a chance. There's still a chance. I think Lando will win it this time. I don't think as much as I think Verstappen has a chance. Red Bull are usually pretty shit during sprint weekends, and I don't remember the last time where Red Bull were actually good at medium downforce track. Maybe you could say Brazil, but Brazil because they had a brand new engine.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see what
Do you
happens.
wanna end it or do you wanna say
Okay.
something?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you. I wish you have a nice day, and thank you to Muhammad. And we'll see you next weekend when we preview the season finale.
Yeah,
Will Lando by the time have won the championship or the still championship is on? We'll
we'll
see
see.
what happens. Thank you, and see you guys next weekend.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye.